Hello, what's up? Welcome to my channel, The Aqua Runner. I'm Kayla, and I'm new to the YouTube space in terms of making running videos. I started making a few shorts and starting to document my running journey about a year ago after I had my third baby. But I'm not new to YouTube. I have another channel called just under my name, Kayla Fahey Aren't. It's my Get Organized at Work podcast, plus a bunch of other videos on career, leadership, all that jazz. But yeah, I love running. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to document it here. We're going to have a little bit of fun with it. So I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, I just want to come on and document basically make this my joy project. This is just me showing what I am loving to do for my mental health, my physical health. Um, I don't know. I kind of got the itch, like the running bug, after my husband started doing triathlons a few years ago. And I had always been a runner in cross country in high school. In middle school, I had run track, all of that. So like I wouldn't say that I wasn't a runner, but I wouldn't say that I was, right? Like it's just something I did in the past. And then as an adult, whenever I felt like I wanted to go for a run, I would do that. But yeah, now I've been running consistently for over a year and a half or so. And I have so much running footage. I have so much footage that I would just record things, but then never get the chance to actually put it out there into the universe and actually share it with you all on YouTube. So I decided I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing that because why not? And so this is me just like perfectly imperfect showing up and starting to share some of my footage with you. This is just going to be like a casual video on like, hey, what's up? And probably do like a more polished video at some point on my whatever I want to call my origin story. But today we're just gonna be looking at shoes because I love shoes. If any of you are runners and watch Kofuzi's channel, Mike, he's amazing and he has like a shoe wall. And so my wall is more just like some shoes and my books, leadership stuff. This is a backdrop for where I record my podcast oftentimes. So it's what we got. So today I'm going to show you, I've been running in these. These are the Asics Novablast. I'm going to show you these. I'm going to show you some new shoes I just got in the mail and what I plan to do with those. But yeah, I've been using the Novablast for, I just finished a run today, did a quick, like just 2 mile because that's the only time I had with work and my kids' schedule. And I wanted to I saw right before the run, I was going to hit like 150 miles in it. I think I'm at like 149 something, 148. So almost 150 miles in the Novablast. I mean, if I'm holding up these up to the camera, I mean, they look really good for 150 miles. Like there's definite wear sort of on the exposed foam on the bottom, kind of in the heel. You can see where it's sort of squeezed. And then you can tell I'm a 4-foot striker. So for me, when I watch Mike Kofuzi's channel, I feel like his running style is really similar to mine, where he's more of a 4-foot to mid-foot striker. And I don't know, for me, I think that's true because I'm also a dancer. And so I'm just always like taught to be on the toes. And even just, yeah, naturally, I just feel like, oh, hello, string. That's just how I am. And so, yeah, I knew I wanted something. The Novablast has this awesome, like 4-foot pad here. Um, it's definitely a lot of cushion, and I feel like after 150 miles, I feel like this shoe still feels fresh, but I will say I'm starting to notice like, oh, I've been using it. Like, it's been worn. It's not like the same as right out of the box, but it still has that responsiveness when you step down or push down, and then the foam kind of propels you back up. It's not like a race shoe, obviously. It's not a firm shoe at all. I definitely would put this in like more of the max cushion shoes, or like a lot more cushion than some people would prefer. But I mean, for daily trainer, I've been just doing most of my miles in these. Even like workouts before, when I was running inside on the treadmill a lot, definitely going to these. And the cool thing is too, like if you look like in the heel cup, you can't even really tell it's been worn. Like it's holding up so well, but extra padded back here. I love the loop where you can pull on the shoe and hold the tongue. And then like the tongue is attached here by the loop. So I love these, the Novablast. I had to get it in teal. So my channel is called the Aqua Runner because I love blue. I love aqua. So like all my shoes are blue. So anyways, I would say like the upper knit, starting to see a little bit of fraying right here. But overall, the shoe is awesome. So I'll keep using the shoe. That being said, I do feel like it's a big shoe. The thing is, since I have had kids, I noticed my foot is bigger. And I know that can happen. And I used to be an 8.5 traditionally, and now I'm finding that a 9 is just what I got to go with. And let me show you my racing shoes. So these are my Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris, and you can see the discoloration here. That's blood from because the first times I wore this shoe, I really damaged my toes. I realized that my foot was right on the edge of that shoe and I could feel pressure on it. But 8.5 was my size, so that's what I ordered. Let me show you. Before I got the Novablast, and I've always been like an Asics person, even in high school. I had these guys. These are the Gel Nimbus 26. So, I mean, I can see a lot of cracking and fraying here on the exposed foam and sort of on the side. These shoes have now become sort of a travel shoe, something I might wear quite a bit. But what I noticed with this upper knit, it's like a very thick knit and way less breathable than the Novablast. Like see where, yeah, I just got a hole in the toe. And this hole, it showed up like weeks after, just a few weeks after I started using this shoe. So I was disappointed by that, but maybe that's a sign that either the way this knit was or had the wrong size. Let's see what size this was. Yeah, this is an 8.5. So yeah, this shoe, like I said, this one was the Gel Nimbus 26. I did really love this shoe. I needed that more like cushiony option for my daily trainer and running on the treadmill, especially. But I would say, after time, the foam felt so compressed where it was like pulling me down. So that's when I knew I had to get a new pair of daily trainers. So I have 135 or so miles in these guys. I wore these to Hawaii. I did a half marathon in Hawaii, my first one, and I wore the Asics Metaspeed Skies, but like walking around and sort of doing my shakeout runs, I wore this shoe. It was so hot in Hawaii with this shoe. So I wouldn't recommend. It doesn't breathe that great. It's pretty luxurious in the back. I mean, very satiny, very cushiony in the back. So yeah, I learned from that, and I don't know, it's been kind of cool. Been kind of cool to sort of learn more about the theory of shoes and how they're made. And I never really thought about it, but just think about like how I run and what kind of forefoot, if I'm a forefoot striker, a heel striker, all of that. And I realized I really never sort of land hardcore on my heel. So if I purchase shoes that are more like stability shoes or shoes that are just more people say they're more stable, those shoes feel too hard for me. I need something with more cushion. So I don't know if it's the age or the foot or the dancer's foot, but I need a lot more cushion up front and can't do like the Asics Metaspeed sky or the edge. The edge is too firm for me. So yeah, that kind of helps. So anyways, watching Kafuzi's channel, I was like, all right, I really want to try the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel Force because apparently he recommends like if you like the Asics Metaspeed Sky as a racing shoe, you might like the Rebel as a daily trainer. The other thing is I bought this shoe. All right, this is the New Balance SC Elite version 4. So I don't know how many miles I have in this, maybe 20, 40 something. My first impression of this shoe was that it was heavy. and I have a size 9 in the shoe. And so I thought maybe I had the wrong size. It felt so much more comfortable than an 8.5, but it also felt like a lot of shoe. And that's probably because it's like super stacked. And it has a carbon plate in here and it is meant for racing. However, I feel like it's not as peppy. I will say if you are heavier or like maybe if you go faster than me, this is a great shoe. I've seen many people race longer races in this shoe, but for me, it's just a little bit much. But as a shoe that I might take out for a longer run or even like a recovery run, like I wouldn't just like normally take this out. I love it. It's not, I don't think I would really race in it. It's just too much, but it's super comfortable and I love it. So I was like, okay. And I love the knit on this. It's so breathable. It's super, I don't know how to explain it. Just it's very like see-through. So it's super breathable. Probably can't really see my fingers through it very well, but yeah, super breathable. So anyways, I really love this shoe. At first I didn't like it. And then I realized I just need to put inserts in it. I don't know. That solved the problem for me. So maybe it's just my arch of my foot wasn't agreeing with maybe the amount of midsole foam, but now I love it. So since that was New Balance, and I really hadn't tried any New Balance shoes before, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this Fuel Cell Rebel 4. So let's just unbox it. So first I got the 8.5. And it came yesterday. Oops, sorry. It came yesterday, and I was like very disappointed when I tried it on because my toe was pushing straight up right against the front. And I was like, oh, I think it's not big enough. But look at this colorway. So the Rebel 4 isn't new. Came out last year, I believe. Or it was actually 2024. I think it was Kofuzi's 2024 shoe of the year. So I guess that's last year. We're doing this November 25. But I love this colorway. It's like a light sky blue with teal. And then kind of all the colors are here. It's just so cool. It's so similar to the SC Elite in design, in this really cool, like geometric, sort of fun shape, if that makes sense. Like I just loved it for the design itself. I was like, oh man, how cool is this? Like so cool. So anyways, love this shoe. And so you can see then this SC Elite is a size 9 and this one is an 8.5. And so you can see the difference. It's slight, but you can tell that this one is a little bit longer. So I don't know. I put this on and I was like so disappointed because I love this knit. I love the colorway. I love how this shoe feels. And Kofuzi had said that again, if you like the 4-foot, if you're 4-foot striker, you like the cushion, but something that is a little bit more agile and I don't know, very similar to the Novablast in many ways. You're gonna love like if you look at like the height, it's similar, very similar shoe design. You're gonna love the Fuel Cell Rebel 4. So I was like, all right, immediately, as soon as it didn't fit, like I gotta go online and buy the size 9. So that's what I did. So size 9 came today, and I haven't run in it yet. Unfortunately. Kept saying it was gonna arrive between 3:45 and 7:45 or 6:45. Well, it's right one night I was getting my kids from school and then dinner time, and now it's dark out. So it's okay. I already ran today, so I think tomorrow is gonna be the first day in these shoes. So I'll have to report back. But I mean, they are so pretty. And the cool thing, since it's last year's shoe, is that it was like, I think normally it retails for 140 and I got this for like 89 because of the colorway. The like brighter sort of oceany blue was like 94. So depending on what color you want, um, there's a price difference. So if you don't care what color, you might be able to get it even cheaper. But of course I needed it in the blue. I went back and forth on the different shade of blue, but I decided on this one ultimately. So yeah, love it. I'm super excited. I did, when I tried it on when the 9 came this afternoon, it felt so much better. Like my toe was, up to the front, but it wasn't putting pressure on my toe with just standing in the shoe, right? Like I don't want the thing that's so cool about my Asics Metaspeed Skies now that they're like more stretched out is that they disappear on my foot. Like I don't know they're there and somehow they are just like working their magic. And yeah, I don't want to be going for a run and I'm just like thinking about the shoe the whole time. Like I want to be thinking about the workout or able to like not think about something or lose myself in the beauty of being outside or just feeling great and using my body. So there's that. Like I just really don't want it to be like I'm just thinking about the shoe because then that means I'm probably just uncomfortable the entire run. So yeah, I'm pumped. So that's kind of where we're at. And again, I was just like, well, my Novablasts are at 150 miles. I'm starting to feel that they are not new anymore, but still awesome. Probably more max cushiony around like the heel for sure, and probably wider on the landing area, maybe a little bit. So I thought I'll add another shoe to the daily trainer rotation. So let's just like compare them. So I feel like the Novablast, like just the padding is more. They're the same size. You can see like lined up. They like where your foot is actually at feels very similar, but there's just like a lot more shoe on the Novablast. So this is I'm assuming it's probably a little bit lighter or the geometry feels different. So that's kind of where I'm at with the daily trainers. Let's see, just to kind of share. I also really love wearing my Mizunos. These are the Neo Vistas. They have a fiberglass infused plate on the bottom or in the middle here. You can see it on the bottom. They have the sort of the sock, forget what we're calling it, upper. It's so different, right? It's just like a slipper. It conforms to your foot rather than, just the upper is just different. But I love these. And this shoe, I feel like so it was my first big shoe, like more expensive shoe. This one was 180. And I didn't realize like when I was doing research at first the difference between the different types of plates. So I got this one before my Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris. And I mean, I remember being like, oh my gosh, this is so stacked, so high, and actually fell on my first run in these. I tripped over myself. So yeah, I like tripped over the front. I was running on a a poorly paved, old paved Wisconsin road. And yeah, ended up falling. And I saw 2 deer on the road. Maybe I'll link the reel or the video that I posted on that. But yeah, I do love the shoe. It's a shoe that if I was going for long runs on, but I didn't want to wear my racing shoes, I would reach for this shoe, probably over the Novablast, just because the Novablast just felt like not as responsive. And I love the shoe, but now that I've worn it for a while, I think I have 90-ish, almost 100 miles-ish on this, or 85 miles, close to 100. It just feels a little bit more sluggish, like you sink in and then you don't really spring up as much anymore. So I'm curious. I know the Mizuno Neo Vista 2 is out. I'm thinking about it. It's not something I need right now, right? So anyways, these are kind of another like favorite that I have that of course are in this beautiful blue colorway, which I love. Let me just talk about a pair of shoes I don't really like at all. I think I've only run 18 miles in these shoes. Um, these are the Asics Magic Speed 4s, I believe. Um, They're a little bit dirty on the bottom actually, but yeah, barely running. They are so stiff. Like I haven't put an insert in here yet, but they are so stiff. And I think it might have to do with the fact that I don't know, it does have a carbon plate in it. It maybe the placement of the plate. Um actually I shouldn't say it. Yeah, it is carbon. Um let's see here. I don't know. I feel like I should love these. I really don't. Um they're supposed to be like a tempo shoe or a workout shoe. They're just too stiff for me. I don't know. I just can't. Like I had issues with my calf being tight and then my feet going numb in these shoes the first time I wore them. And then I figured out like how I really need to like loosen up my calves and stretch and make sure those are ready before I go running on a regular basis. Otherwise, I do have issues with my feet falling asleep. And it's not related to tying my shoes too tight, although that can affect it, and it for sure has. Um, so yeah, I've just kind of have like a bad taste in my mouth with these shoes, and I like don't kind of avoid them. So I just think maybe they're just not for me. I know that Kafuzi mentioned on his um videos that if you like the edge, you like the magic speeds. And so maybe because the edge isn't really for me, I don't like these guys. So I've been thinking about selling them, but I mean they're cute and I feel bad. Like I want to give them a shot, but I don't like. And then these shoes, these are the Saucony Endorphin Speeds, I believe. Um, yeah, these are the Speed 4s. I I just feel like my foot doesn't shape well to the shape of the Saucony. I think maybe it's just because it's so narrow. So let's just like kind of compare. So here's the Novablast compared to the Saucony. And yeah, I feel like my foot wide is so much better. Um, and the Saucony is just very narrow compared to what I like. It looks wider on the bottom here, but when you flip it over, I mean, that is just that's not the knit where your actual foot goes. So for me, just the shape, it's so snug. Maybe the way the rocker is, this part of the arch, it just not for me. So I have run I don't know, 20 something miles in these as well, and just like, meh, not for me. So I might sell these too, but again, they're so cute. So that's what I have for you. Just wanted to come on and say hi, start filming something. This is such a casual video, but I'm really excited to try these guys this weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. So I don't know. I think the Rebel 4s are going to be awesome. I think they're going to feel maybe faster than the Novablast, lighter, a little bit more agile. So I maybe pick up the pace with these a little bit and just like have an extra shoe in my daily trainer shoe rotations. So let me know if you use any of these shoes. I would love to know your thoughts on the Rebel 4. I think the 5, we haven't heard about the 5 yet. Hoping we hear more about it. The Nova Blast, I know now we have the Mega Blast. The Super Blast I heard is awesome, but also I feel like maybe a little bit more stiff and not for me. I kind of want to try the Sonic Blast, but you have to let me know. I can't spend all my money right now on shoes, although I totally would if I could. Maybe got to get some sponsorships. Let me know if you like the SC Elite for racing, workouts, whatever. If you think it's heavy or not, it's probably controversial. But yeah, I like Kafuzi. He weighs all the shoes. I haven't done that. I'll rely on his weights and then go from there. So yeah, drop me a comment, conversation. Let's chat in the comments below. And let me know if you like this. I would love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Yeah, again, I'm gonna do an origin story video, but then also just like a little bit more about me. Try to share clips from the past so that I don't waste all the footage that I have. slowly but surely. So maybe I'll be like months behind showing you fall running footage into the spring. I don't know. But yeah, hope you enjoy it. Hope you kind of see like, someone different on YouTube doing shoe reviews, but sharing their like postpartum fitness journey. 3 kids, 35 years old. I'm loving running and been consistent for a year and a half now, and it's pretty cool and awesome community. So excited to meet all of you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for being here. Bye.